are you doing today, Eljuri?
I'm really psyched. I'm excited about my new record, and very happy to talk to you, DJ Candy.
It's a pleasure to talk to you as well. Can you tell me a little bit of where you're from? I knew you grew up in Ecuador and then came to New York City later on.
Well, actually, I was born in Guayaquil, Ecuador, and as a baby girl, my parents moved. I was the last to be born in my family. And so I grew up in New York City. I'm an immigrant, but I was only 1.5 when we moved to New York, so I'm very, very much used to both worlds, the U.S., New York City. I'm a Latin from Manhattan,
Yeah. So I also know you play guitar. What age did you begin to play? Like, who influenced you?
Well, I started playing piano. My mother's a pianist and a composer, and I listened to salsa, boleros, valses, pasillos, all this great, beautiful music she played at home. But then I started getting more into rock and roll, once I was old. At 5 years old, I was playing piano. So by the time I was like 12 and 13, I was writing songs. And it was much better to pick up a guitar because I was influenced by all, the rock bands that I loved and reggae and punk and everything else. So by the time I was, 13, I was already, I had guitars and picked up my first electric and then started my bands, right away and was playing CBGBs by 17. By the time I was 17 years old. So I gravitated right to the, rock world, even though I had these Latin roots too,
Yes, I noticed it from your new single. It's rock, but you could also hear like the drums in the back. It's like a mixture of the Latin roots with rock. I really enjoyed your new single, El Viento.
Gracias. It's like, it's totally, it's got completely, it's clave and percussion as well as drums, and it's absolutely, it's como un homenaje. It's like, in honor of my Latin roots. I got much deeper into my, upbringing and everything else with this record. It's my third solo record, but there's Latin music is all over my other records too. But this time I wanted to get even deeper. So El Viento is an example of that. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate that.
I really enjoyed it. I was listening to it the other day, and then I like the mixture of the Latin roots with the song. Will the rest of your album have that mixture as well?
Well, the album, in general, I'm known to, my sound is a fusion of my upbringing and almost always reflects a blend of, Latino or reggae or world beat rhythm with my love of rock and punk and stuff like that. And funk. So you'll hear all over the record. Every song is a fusion, pretty much, of some of those elements. That's kind of my sound. And I'm also, my mother's Lebanese, my father's Spain, but I was born in Ecuador. So there's also elements of like a little bit of Lebanese and influence on this record too. You'll hear on the different tracks. Fusion, that's kind of my sound.
Well, that's really interesting. I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. Do you happen to know when it's coming out?
Well, we're targeting the release of the record is Friday, October 14th, and I'm sure you're going to get an advance copy soon. And we're going to have a whole bunch of, I have a whole bunch of events where I'm going to be gearing up for the release of the record, including talking to you.
All right. Do you know if later on there's going to be a small tour to accompany the release of the album?
Oh, yeah. I have tour dates lined up already. And, well, first, actually, before we get into the tour, I did release a music video in support of El Viento, the single. I don't know if you've seen that, and that's out on YouTube. And that we just released last week, so we're really proud of that. And so then we're going to build into September, where I'm going to be going to Mexico. The first week of September, I'll be headlining in Fonoteca Nacional on September 8th in Mexico City, and then I'm going to Canada September 22nd to 25th. I'm playing the Prismatic Festival. Then in October, it's going to be New York, D.C., L.A. So it's more U.S. in October. We're going to have a record release party on October 12th in New York at Drum, and that's going to have a live feed so people can join us online. So I'm really excited to bring these songs to life in a live situation, after recording them.
Oh, okay, that's good. And also, for the last question, where can new listeners, people who are interested in your music, where can they find you? I know you're on Facebook, and you said YouTube. Where else can they find your music?
Yes, everything's going to be released in all the streaming community. It's going to be on Apple and Spotify and iTunes and all that when the record gets released. The singles out in all those places too. And as far as getting in touch with me, which I stay in touch with all my fans when I travel through my social media. And my website is eljurimusic.com, ELJRIMUSIC.com, and then Facebook and Twitter, @Eljuri. At ELJURI, and YouTube and Instagram are Eljuri Music also. And I definitely stay in touch with people, and that's where we'll have all the news about events and announcing the new videos and the live performances and all that fun stuff that goes around, and who I'm playing with, and you'll see pictures and videos and everything. It's really an exciting time right now.
It was a pleasure talking to you. We'll keep in touch, and I'll talk to you soon, hopefully once the album is released.
Yeah, hopefully you'll get an advance copy soon, DJ Candy, and they have to turn it up nice and loud because you have to hear the guitars, which I love to play.
Yes, it's because there's no other way to put on rock on than putting it out loud. I think that's the best way to listen to it.
and that's a Fiesta Latina. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Claro que sí.
And then, a shout out to everybody in San Diego. It's beautiful. California is beautiful, and like I said, I'm going to be coming out in October to California. I'm not sure exact tour stops, but I know I'm definitely playing LA. I'm not sure if I'm going to hit where else I'm going to hit in California. And so I would love to stay in touch with your social media too.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Hi, Eljuri. We got disconnected. Bien.
It was great to talk to you. I told Jeanette we just wanted to wrap up, but then I felt like I didn't get to give you a phone hug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And really turn it up loud, enjoy it, dance to it, I hope it makes you cry, laugh, sing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And check out the video. I hope you like it. It's on YouTube for Dance because you know that song,
Yeah, I've heard it, so I'm going to look it up on YouTube right now.
Okay, cool. And I really looking forward to what you hear in the full record, because it's about fighting for your rights. My record, La Lucha, is about everybody, lifting each other up and Latino unidos y todo eso. You know what I mean? So that's usually my message on my records. It's just another record with that kind of message,
That's incredible, because a lot of people right now, they do music just to sell, but you have a message behind that, which I think is incredible and it's amazing. So I'm really looking forward to listening to your album.
We really need our representation. We are the minority in this country. You know what I'm saying? It's really important. And we're supposed to be, Latinos are the best. What's your background? Where are you from?
My background, well, I grew up here. My parents are Mexicans. I was born in San Diego, but I lived in Tijuana up till I was around 5 years old. And I grew up, I guess, on both sides of the border. Like, half of my family is in Tijuana, and the other half is here in San Diego.
Awesome. That's awesome. So you understand the importance of how we need to get along with our neighbors, because your family is your neighbor.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's like crazy. Well, thanks again. You're the best. I really appreciate your support, and hope to see you maybe when I come out into California. I don't know. Never know.
Yeah, I would love to get the pleasure to meet you in person. I'll probably, if you guys do go to LA, I will try my best to go up there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the support.
Of course, and thank you so much for allowing me to interview you. All right, take care.